Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Guys, we're here to share our fun, love, and passion for all things Disney with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're brand new to our channel, please consider subscribing.
If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up.
Yeah, so today we are talking about mind-blowing things that we totally got wrong.
At Walt Disney World in 2020.
Walt Disney World. Oh my goodness, boy did we get them wrong. We're just gonna because we don't want to relive this too much, but we're going to share it with you guys so you don't make the same mistakes. Number one is the
crowd levels.
Gosh, the crowd levels.
We had multiple employees tell us that this were the highest level of crowds that they'd seen since the shutdown. It was Columbus Day weekend.
Yeah.
We didn't pay attention to that when we made the reservations. No. There were way more folks there. We did have to make some compromises on what we rode, and we didn't ride the rides like multiple times like we thought we were going to. Right. But we still had a good time. Yeah,
so here's the biggest takeaway from that, guys, is that, hey, thank goodness the crowds are coming back to Walt Disney World, right?
Yes, because those employees need the crowds to come back.
They sure do. And the other thing is that that's how Walt Disney World can grow again and, start doing more capacity, start maybe get fast passes back. All those types of things is by people coming. So the confidence is back. People are definitely starting to show back up to the parks. Mm-hmm. Yay. But the other thing is understand there is no more of this, beautiful thing called 5 minutes of to stand in line for flight of passage and just do it over and over. It's gone. It's gone. But it was cool while it lasted, right?
Yeah, it's cool while it lasted.
Number two.
Man, did I take way too many masks for us to wear.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I felt confident that I had the masks, that we weren't going to have to buy them if we needed them.
We didn't.
We had this huge plan of we were going to wear cloth masks at the beginning of our day, and we were going to change our masks once an hour. We actually had bought new masks before we went that were way more comfortable. They were 3 layers instead of 2 layers.
It was weird,
but it was way more comfortable than the original masks, the disposable masks that we were wearing. So these were easier to breathe in,
Just more comfortable.
Yeah, just more comfortable. Even though they were 3 layers, they were protecting us better.
Yep.
But it was just way better. So we did end up wearing the disposable masks the entire time.
Yeah.
And
the other reason is because it was freaking 8 degrees hotter than what it was supposed to be. And we were just sweating, man. So those cloth masks were just hotter. And so we were like, no way.
Yeah, and the water just kind of, and then you started getting a rash. I mean, I still got bumpy from the masks anyway because my skin's really sensitive. But yeah, the cloth masks were awesome and we didn't need as many as we thought.
Yeah, so we used those disposable ones and they just worked so great. All right. Number 3.
Number 3, this is ironic because it's on one of the things that we got right. But at first, we got mobile ordering wrong.
Yeah.
Because when we checked in at the Pop Century, awesome cast member, but she was like, here, don't use mobile ordering. No. If you have a gluten-free allergy, just go talk to the chef. They're going to make you whatever you need. Okay. So it took me a couple of times of ordering them their food and then me having to go stand and wait for my food.
At the parks.
Before I realized at the bottom of most of the restaurants, there's an allergen menu.
Yeah.
So, and then when you order it, they then tell you to go check in with the cast member because you have to have, like your order has to say, hey, I'm ready on your phone before they let you in. But with a food allergy, they'll let you in. You can go to the counter, you can talk to the chef, you can feel comfortable what you need to feel comfortable about. This would not have been possibly physically for me in 2019 because I was having way more issues with cross-contamination. But this trip, we finally got it right.
It worked out.
Just took a little bit of time.
Yep. All right, so number 4, the gondolas. Oh my gosh, guys. So here's the thing.
We underestimated that crowd level.
We did. So we underestimated the crowd level, but the other thing that we underestimated was the fact that the gondolas is only one traveling party per gondola car.
Which we knew.
We knew that, but we didn't expect that there would be
one line with both Hollywood Studios and Epcot together in the one line.
And then it would break up at the end.
Yeah, it would break up at the end because they physically just don't have the room in the gondola station.
Right.
Which I guess if we'd have thought about it, it made sense. And as soon as we saw the line flow, we were like, oh.
Yep.
And it made total sense.
Then we figured it out.
Yeah, but it took us longer because we had, on that Sunday morning, lots of people, and we were each going to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
But we got it. We made it there.
I still think it's a great, efficient system.
Yes.
It's just we underestimated it. So we got that wrong.
We got it wrong.
On our first day to Epcot, but we got it right the second one.
We got it right the second day. It was good for us.
Number 5, right, is we totally thought that this was going to be, I don't know why. Things are not the same as they used to be for Disney transportation, guys.
They are not.
The biggest one is that now from the parks, you can only go to the resorts.
Yes.
Period.
Nowhere else. No Disney Springs.
Yeah. And
no
we
park
totally
to park, which we were thinking no park to park.
Right.
But we were also thinking you could get a bus to Disney Springs because that would make sense because the parks are closing earlier and you'd want to hang at Disney Springs.
Sure, it makes sense, but that's not what they're doing.
But no, so we had to.
So we ended up being at Hollywood Studios, and we went over there with taking Morgan on the gondolas, and we figured we'd just get a bus from there to.
No.
No. So we had to go all the way back to our resort, then catch a
fine.
bus, and it was like a 2-hour ordeal just to get to Disney Springs.
It was because then the parks were closing, lots of people were trying to get on the bus.
Yep.
When they finally, so they don't have as many bus drivers as they should either right now. So they finally, because other parks were closing as we were waiting, they were able to bring more buses on and get us to Disney Springs because that's generally what Disney does. And we had noticed that in the morning, our last trip at the Pop Century, when that queue got long, they call in for reinforcements and get those buses to you and get you where you needed to go. So they did it, and it was just a little bit weird because the buses are not very full.
Yeah.
So it's not at all. So that was kind of strange.
So number 6, all right, guys, don't be late for your dining reservations.
No.
Don't. I mean, well, you know what? It actually worked out really well for us.
It did,
but the fact is that we wanted to do one last ride, and we wanted to do Pirates of the Caribbean, which we wouldn't have gotten to do
had we not done that. And we were halfway through the queue, and it seemed to be taking longer than the posted time, which all the other rides had taken about 10 minutes shorter, so they were like overestimating the crowd, so we thought we were safe. And we talked to this nice young cast member who was like, oh yeah, just let them know that you got stuck in line and they're gonna understand. And well, that might have been the case had the restaurant not closed.
Right. The restaurant was the park was closed by the time we got out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Because our dinner reservation was 5:45. The park closed at 6. You're supposed to be there 15 minutes early. We're supposed to be there at 5:30 to check in.
Getting there at like 6:02, 6:03.
We got there at 6:02. So the park had closed, and it was our fault.
Totally, because we chose to stand in line. Yeah. And then we got to.
But we were definitely turned away hardcore. It was the least Disney experience I've ever had. They were not
it's the rudest Disney cast member I have ever met. I'm not sure when I'll even try to go back to that restaurant again.
True.
Because I'm like, Now everything happens for a reason, and stay
everything
tuned.
Worked out
because
great.
This experience then led me to one of my best dining experiences at Disney, bar none and period.
Perfect.
So, but another thing that I do regret, alrighty, is I absolutely regret that we didn't stop and see some of the shows that were operating. Okay, they were open back up. So the Birds in Flight at the Animal Kingdom, we didn't have time to do.
Frozen Sing-Along.
The Frozen Sing-Along, which was so much fun. At Hollywood Studios, we didn't have time to do it.
Just didn't have time to get to them. We wanted to so bad.
We did, and we took it for granted that it's going to be here the next time we come back, and
then COVID happened.
And then now it's like
and so many of the shows are gone, which is unfortunate.
So we're not even kicking ourselves.
But that's part of what makes Disney, guys, is the entertainment aspect. Those shows. So even though there's very few that are there right now, I hope they continue. I can't wait to hopefully get back there soon, eventually, and see those shows. And I hope that they
make a dream about you.
Oh yeah,
definitely
love Fantastic, and hopefully they'll come back because we need to get those guys back in there and bring that Disney magic back. So.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. So that's what we did wrong. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We hope that you don't make the same mistakes that we made.
Absolutely.
But if you made other mistakes, then
leave them in the comments. We'd love to hear some of your
because if we can avoid mistakes
fails
coming up, that's always a good thing. Because let's not make mistakes that other people have already made.
Yeah. So hey guys, again, thanks for hanging out with us.
Give the video a big like.
Yeah, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.